Good morning, everyone. It's 9 a.m. on April the 8th, 2024. We're going to call the regular Commissioners Court meeting of Atascosa County to order. At this time, all four commissioners and myself are present. And the next item on the agenda will have prayer and a pledge of allegiance, please.
Owen, please. Let us pray. Father, we thank you for this beautiful morning. We thank you for each person that's here. Lord, we ask you for much needed rain. We're going into spring and we need it. And just look after us, guide us, and protect us. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, the next item we have is public comments. Does anybody wish to speak this morning? Ms. Garza, do we have any public comments listed? Anybody, last call, any public comments this morning? Okay, being no further comments. Number 4, Margaret Littleton, District Clerk. Discuss or take appropriate action concerning personnel, new employee, Raquel Rihanna Aguirre, position District Clerk, Deputy District Clerk, $40,000 per year, salary budget area 012-456-402. Drug test physical complete. Start date will be today at 9 a.m. Good morning.
Good morning. This position is one that I've had open for a year, and I'm found someone I feel comfortable taking, and I ask that you approve her salary.
Move for approval.
Motion made by Commissioner Pettis, seconded by Commissioner Riley. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you, Ms.
Have a good
Littleton.
day.
Number 5, Michelle King. Discuss or take appropriate action concerning reading and approving the proclamation declaring April 2024 as Child Abuse Prevention Month in Atascosa County. Good morning.
Morning, how are you, sir?
Good.
Thank you for letting us be here. I want to thank everybody who's here to take a stand against child abuse. Thank you for wearing blue and coming in to support us. So Children's Alliance of South Texas Child Advocacy Center has been around for 10 years, and we serve the 81st Judicial District. What we do is we provide healing and justice for the children who are child abuse survivors through forensic interviews, sexual assault nurse exams, child therapy sessions, adult therapy sessions, family advocacy, and we work with our multidisciplinary team where we work with Child Protective Service investigators and law enforcement investigators to try to get those perpetrators behind bars. So Atascosa County, the last fiscal year, we provided 163 forensic interviews, 12 sexual assault nurse exams, 465 hours of child therapy sessions, 238 hours of adult therapy sessions, and 49 are currently on the waiting list for therapy. So there's a great need, and this is just the tip of the iceberg. So raising awareness for our community and taking a stand together is very, very important. So thank you for doing this for us.
You bet. You bet. We appreciate everything y'all do. So this proclamation this morning would be, whereas more than 600,000 children are abused in the United States each year, an estimated 618,000 children were abused and neglected in 2021, the most recent year for which is no national data. And in the fiscal year 2021, 3.9 million reports were made to Child Protective Services, investigated 247,543 cases involving sexual abuse allegations in 2022. And whereas child abuse and neglect is a serious problem affecting every segment of our community, and finding solutions requires input and action from everyone, and whereas our children are our most valuable resources and will shape the future of Atascosa County and the state of Texas, and whereas child abuse can have a long-term psychological, emotional, and physical effects that have lasting consequences for victims of abuse, and whereas in Texas, 1 in 6 children will be sexually abused before their 18th birthday. 98% of the perpetrators are someone the victim knows. And whereas protective favors are conditions that reduce or eliminate risk and promote social, emotional, and developmental well-being of children. And whereas effective child abuse prevention activities succeed because of partnerships created between child welfare professionals, education, health, community, and faith-based organizations, businesses, law enforcement agencies, and families. Whereas communities must make every effort to promote programs and activities that create strong and thriving children and families. And whereas we encourage public awareness and child abuse neglect, recommit to county resources of the cause and promote community involvement through local activities, and whereas we acknowledge that we must work together as a community to increase awareness about child abuse and contribute to promote the social and emotional well-being of children and families in a safe, stable, and nurturing environment, whereas prevention remains the best defense for our children and families. Now therefore, I, Atascosa County Judge in the Commissioners Court, do hereby proclaim April 2024 as Child Abuse Prevention Month in Atascosa County and urge all citizens to recognize this month in dedicating ourselves to the task of improving the quality of life for all children and families.
So moved.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Riley. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Do a picture? Okay. Y'all want a picture?
Yes, please.
All right, please. Oh, I guess we'll just stand up here, but fine with me.
Bunch of them.
Ella's gonna arrange it.
I gotta share it when I get on it. Love these.
Yeah.
Good morning, Frankie Ellis. How are you? I'm good. How are you? Good. Tabitha's in charge. You ask her. As far as I'm concerned, you can. I'm sorry? Oh, okay. We need to do that in public comments. You want to go back to public comments and do it? Yeah. We can go back to public comments and do it if y'all want to. Okay, we'll do that.
It's gonna be a heck of a shot. Raise my chair up. Stand up. Pretty much the whole room. I think it'd been easier for us to go in front of them.
Block everything. See my bald head. Sheriff.
Hey, Judge, we should stand up. There you go.
You come on. You're good, right? Get out of y'all's way.
Everybody, look over here on 3. 1, 2, 3. Another one on 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, these young ladies.
Hey, y'all look here. Sorry, I did not count. Let me do another one. 1, 2, 3, and again. There we go. Okay, last one. 1, 2, 3. That's it.
Do we want to take this another picture over here for this one? You want to take another for this one? Right now? Or you want a different group?
Yes, yes. How's he doing? He's doing good. We'll trade some with your mom so they can. Yeah, thanks.
Yes, we did.
He said you're a good time. He's a bundle of fun all the time, like that.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. See you later.
Hey,
I know. Hey, how are you? I gotta do something to make my money. I signed it. Tabitha. Okay, go ahead. What do you think? Which one of them? Come on, guys. Come on.
Okay, on three, hold on. Okay, on three, one, two, three.
All right.
We're gonna do one with y'all as well, just to get it over with since y'all are just standing up there.
This is for your proclamation? Yes. We'll do that while we're at it? And we'll do it, okay. You wanna hold it, or you want me to? Go ahead.
Let's see a little more. Thank you.
Okay, on three, one, two, three. Another one on three, one, two, three. Perfect.
Ready? One, two, three. Hold that pose. One, two, three.
Thank y'all for being here.
Thank you.
Thank y'all. Thanks.
Tabitha.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you.
My honor.
Like Papa Smurf, right? You wear red.
Okay, so the next item we have is Andrea Rathmal, discuss or take appropriate action concerning the Safer Paths request for Atascosa County to recognize Sexual Assault Awareness Month for April 2024 in Atascosa County with the signing of a proclamation. Where's Andrea? Good morning.
Good
You
morning.
want to read something this morning?
Would you read the proclamation and then I'll go after you?
Okay.
Perfect.
So Sexual Awareness Month proclamation for April 2024. Sexual Awareness Month calls attention to the fact that sexual violence is widespread and impacts every person in every community. It aims to raise public awareness about sexual abuse and harassment and assault on education communities about how to be involved in prevention. This year's Sexual Awareness Campaign theme, Building Connected Communities, calls on each of us to work together to prevent sexual abuse, harassment, and assault. We believe that anyone experiences sexual violence, every community member is affected. We must strive to be more connected, respectful, and inclusive communities to promote our collective well-being and protect against the risk of sexual violence. Statistics show over 53% of women and over 29% of men reported experience contact sexual violence in their lifetime. Number two, most women and men who experienced sexual contact violence reported that the person who harmed them was someone they knew. Number three, more than 1 in 4 non-Hispanic black women, 29% of the United States, were raped in their lifetime. Number five, 1 in 3 Hispanic women reported unwanted sexual contact in their lifetime. Number six, more than 4 in 5 American Indian and Alaskan Native women have experienced violence in their lifetime. Number 7, 32.9% of adults with intellectual disabilities have experienced sexual violence. As such, we must strive to create strong, connected communities that take care of one another and make decisions to ensure the safety and well-being of others and end sexual violence. The Building Connected Communities campaign is an opportunity for our community to join in with others around the world in committing to prevent sexual abuse, assault, and harassment. I join advocates and communities across this country in taking action to prevent sexual violence. April is Sexual Awareness Month, and each day of this year is an opportunity to create change for the future.
Move for approval.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie.
Second.
Seconded by Commissioner Pettis. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Ms. Rathmel?
I want to thank y'all so much for having us here today. Statistics reveal, and these staggering statistics, that we must take actionable steps to address sexual assault, right? These statistics are staggering. And these actionable steps that we can take are prioritizing comprehensive educational programs, increase access to support systems such as Safer Path Family Violence Shelter, enhance law enforcement and judicial response, engage the community, right? Building connections within our community and having the conversation so that survivors feel safe to come forward. Let us stand united to create a community where everyone feels safe and where they can live free from violence. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Matt, Ms. Rathmel? Okay, we're going to go back real quick to public comments. I think the presentation by the Poteet Rotary Club real quick.
Yes.
Okay, what we have is the Debbie Hugie with the Poteet Rotary Club and others, presentation to Commissioners Court. Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor and Commissioners. I am Debbie Hugie, and this is
Lisa Burbridge.
Jeannie Israel. And on behalf of the Poteet Rotary Club, we want to give our very thanks
Oh,
to
wow.
you all for your service to our community and everything else. These were fresh in their showberries. They're moving on to the Poteet Strawberry Festival auction. So they were one of the top 5 on Saturday they were. So they were picked at their peak of ripeness. And so we again just wanted to thank y'all for your service and invite everyone to come to the Poteet Strawberry Festival and celebrate the farmers and all the nonprofits that give scholarships away. So our very thanks.
We appreciate that. Thank you so very much. And we appreciate all the hard work and dedication of all the communities that work together at Poteet Strawberry Festival. It's a lot of volunteer, a lot of hard work, and it's great to promote the Atascosa County like you do. Thank you very much.
Thanks. And there's
Thank you.
unity in the community.
You want to come on? Want me to hold that for you?
Okay, 3, 1, 2, 3. Another one on 3, 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Got it.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank y'all.
Do what? Yeah, we'll tab it, okay? Thank you, ladies. You bet. All right, thank you. All right, thank you very much. Okay, moving on. Item number 7, Commissioner Gillespie and Tracy Barrera discuss and take appropriate action to accept the Public Defender Board of Directors' selection of the Chief Public Defender and ratify the following personnel change. Existing employee Stephanie Brown, Chief Public Defender, pay rate $130,000 annually, which is $10,833.33 monthly. Salary budget area 012-488-401. Physical and drug tests are not applicable. Start date will be April 1st, 2024. Commissioner?
Thank you, Your Honor. I want to explain real quick to the board that, or to the commissioners, that the PDO has a board of directors that takes in the interviews, and they kind of oversee the PDO itself, Public Defender's Office, if you would. And so the board had done all the interviews. And I'm on the board. We have chosen Stephanie Brown to be our Chief Public Defender, and a lack of communicating with the board, we had approved her start as of April 1st, and not thinking about it, here we are going into April 8th with our Commissioners Court. And the only reason I'm asking for that to be ratified is because of the fact it was chosen by the Board of Directors, and it was a lack of just timing and the wording and stuff on my end more than anything. So I would ask for the apologies on that. I know that we don't normally go into the ratifications because it's kind of against our wants, but in the event it was chosen by a Board of Directors away from the Commissioners Court, I would ask for approval on it. If one of y'all would be more than happy to make the motion instead of myself, only because I am on the Board of Directors, I would appreciate that, but if not,
Motion made by Commissioner Riley,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Bowen. Is there any further discussion? One of the things I agree with the ratification of this because the Board of Directors has they're the deciding body of this. We just have to ratify that.
yes, sir.
Any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Item number 8, Stephanie Brown, discuss to take appropriate action concerning personnel. Existing employee Stephanie Esparza, Attorney Assistant Chief Public Defender, $103,000 per year. Salary budget area 012-488-403. Physical and drug tests are not applicable. Start date is 4/1/2024. Ms. Brown?
Good morning. Thank you all for that ratification. I am so very pleased to be here as your new Chief Public Defender. I am asking Stephanie Esparza to be placed into my previous position as the Assistant Chief Public Defender. I've worked with Stephanie for the past, I want to say 25 years, since I was an intern in undergrad, as a prosecutor and now as a defense attorney. And I know what she's capable of doing, and I know she will stand in this position and represent this office as well as I shall.
Motion made by Commissioner Pettis,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Bowen. Is there any further discussion?
I would like to have a discussion, sir.
Commissioner Gillespie?
Ms. Brown, would there be a way that we could get, due to the fact that we don't ratify with county employees, yours was an exception because of the board, as I had explained, would it be an issue on your end to start their day as today, April 8th? And I believe it was recommended that it would be brought to us that way. The reason being, if I can explain to everyone in the court, is if we do it for one, we got to do it for all. And this particular one is going to be brought to the court, not through a board. So I would ask that we take that in consideration before we vote. However, we each have a vote on that, so it's up to y'all.
And I have no problem with it.
You don't have a problem with April 8th? Okay, so you want to,
Can I ask a question?
sure?
Have they actually been working since April 1st?
Yeah, but
They've
they've
been
already
here
been on
since
payroll.
last
We're just changing the pay rate. It's not changing.
Okay,
Right,
all right,
right.
that's okay.
So,
I ratify my motion.
okay, so the motion to be clarified will be beginning April 8th. Any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Next item, existing employee Greg Wilson, Attorney Senior Felony Public Defender, $92,000 per year. Salary budget area 012-488-403. Physical and drug test not applicable. And I assume we're going to make this April the 8th also?
Correct.
April 8th. Is there any
Make that
further?
motion.
Motion made by Commissioner Bowen for April 8th.
Second.
Seconded by Commissioner Riley. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Brown. Congratulations, and we
Thank you
appreciate
so
you
much.
handling the job. You bet. Number 9, Kathy Sider, discuss or take appropriate action concerning personnel, new employee, Casey Bowers, elections clerk, $41,600 per year, salary budget area 012-435-402. Physical and drug test are pending, start date will be tomorrow. Good morning.
I would like to bring Casey on as one of my election clerks. She's been helping out in the office since the previous election was complete, and I think she will be an asset to my office.
Motion made by Commissioner Pettis,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Gillespie. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? The motion carries. Thank you very much. You bet. Number 10, Judge Wayne Vaughn, discuss and take appropriate action concerning personnel, new employee Andrea Lynn Garcia, judicial employee J.P. Clerk, pay rate Tier 1, $37,000 per year, salary budget area is 012-428-402, Physical and drug tests are pending. Start date would be April the 11th, 2024. I assume he's not here, so I'll make the presentation for him.
Move for approval.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Riley. Is there any further discussion? All those,
You know,
Oh.
Judge, just hold on a second. I didn't talk to Wayne, but I talked to one of the court ladies, and I thought she said that this lady had backed out on this position. So I don't know how you want to handle it.
Anybody heard
I don't
anything?
have verification of that, but the only thing that she said was that,
okay. I don't know that. Let's
go ahead.
accept it, and if she doesn't show up for work, then
Okay, sounds good.
it's not an issue. Is that fair enough? Is that fair enough, Ms. Pavilic? Okay. Any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Number 11, Sheriff Sire, discuss and take appropriate action concerning personnel. New employee, Brandon Garcia, Corrections Officer, pay rate, Tier 2, $49,000 annually, 171 fluctuating, uniforms 120, $150 a month holiday pay, 90-day county probation, 1-year agency probation, salary budget area 012-442-562, physical and drug tests are pending, start date will be April the 8th, today at 9 a.m. Good morning, Sheriff.
Morning, gentlemen. Yes, I've hired Mr. Garcia. He is starting today at Tier 2 salary, and benefits stated in the agenda.
So moved.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Pettis. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Next item, new employee Megan Tripp, Corrections Officer, pay rate $47,000 annually, 171 fluctuating, uniform allowance 120, $150 holiday pay, 90-day county probation, 1-year agency probation, salary budget area 012-442-562, physical and drug tests are pending, start date will be today at 9 a.m.
Same thing with Ms. Tripp, except her salaries at Tier 3, starting today, and these physical and drug tests are no longer pending, they're back.
Motion made by Commissioner Pettis,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Riley. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Next, new employee Joe Mejia, Deputy Sheriff, pay rate Tier 2, $56,000 annually, 171 fluctuating, uniform allowance 120, $175 holiday pay, 90-day probation, county probation, and 1-year agency probation. Salary budget area 012-440-410. Physical and drug tests are pending. Start date will be the 29th of this month.
Yes, I've hired Mr. Mejia as a deputy sheriff at Tier 2 salary during his probationary period, start date of April 29th.
Move for approval.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Bowen. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Next is existing employee, Dylan Wins, Administrative Sergeant Corrections Officer, pay rate $54,000 annually, 40 hours with overtime, uniform 120, salary budget area 012-442-562, physical and drug test not applicable, start date will be on 15th.
Yes, Dylan Wins is currently a shift sergeant in the jail, and he's taking on this new position we have as administrative sergeant at the salary stated here, and the start date is April 15th.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Riley. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion carries. Next, existing employee Danny Vincent, Deputy Sheriff, pay rate Tier 1, $58,000 annually, 171 fluctuating, uniform allowance 120 a month, $175 a month holiday pay, continue one-year agency probation, salary budget area 012-440-410, physical and drug test not applicable, start date will be the 15th.
Yes, Deputy Vincent has completed his 90-day probationary period, and he's just being moved up to Tier 1 salary, effective April 15th.
Move for approval.
Motion made by Commissioner Pettis,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Riley. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Sheriff, I think the next three are identical, aren't they?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
Okay, existing employee Garrett Lee Baker, Jacob Dow, and Juan Benitez. Corrections officers, Tier 1, $51,000 annually, 171 fluctuating, uniform 120 a month, $150 holiday pay, continue one-year agency probation. The salary budget area is 012-442-562. Physical drug test not applicable. Start date is the 15th on all three of them.
Yes, these correction officers starting to work for us April 15th. I'm sorry, have been moved up to Tier 1 effective April 15th.
Move for approval.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie. Second. Seconded by Commissioner Pettis. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Thanks, Sheriff. You might hang on just a second.
Yeah, she asked me to present.
All right. Number 12, Tracy's not here today. Sheriff, do you want to present this?
Yes, she
Okay.
asked me to.
Discuss or take appropriate action concerning the following. In accordance with Article 59.06D4A of the Code of Criminal Procedure, Sheriff David Sard hereby requests approval to pay invoice number 306167 for Industrial Communications, amount of $4,136.20 for the Sheriff's Chapter 59, from the Sheriff's Chapter 59 forfeiture funds for emergency lights, siren installation on the Sheriff's Office, Can-Am Defender, Commissioners Court approval needed due to the Sheriff be leaving office on December 31st. I got a question. I don't understand that you're leaving. I mean, I know you're leaving office, but it's paid out of this budget. What would it make a difference?
Not out of the budget, it's out of Chapter 59.
Okay, but you're still in office.
The law requires this.
Okay. I just didn't understand that.
It's just state law.
Okay.
Yeah, we equipped this unit with light sirens, installation, and I'm paying out of Chapter 59. According to the state law, it needs Commissioner's Court approval.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie, seconded by Commissioner Pettis. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion carries.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thanks, Sheriff. Number 13, Laura Pavelic, Treasurer. Discuss or take appropriate action concerning approving the publication of March 2024 Treasury Report in the Pleasant Express newspaper and county website. Good morning, Treasurer.
Good morning. That pretty much explains it. I request approval to publish my report in the Pleasanton Express and on our website.
Motion made by Commissioner Pettis, seconded by Commissioner Bowen. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Pavelic. Number 14, County Clerk Teresa Carrasco, discuss or take appropriate action concerning approval of Commissioners Court minutes for February 2024.
Yes, I sent those out last week, and I'm just requesting approval for February.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie, seconded by Commissioner Riley. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Number 15, County Clerk Teresa Carrasco, discuss or take appropriate action concerning personnel, existing employee Daniela M. Santos, deputy, pay rate $40,000 per year, salary budget area 012-408-402, physical and drug test not applicable, start date is today.
Yes, Danielle has completed her 90-day completion, so I want to move her up to 40,000.
Motion made by Commissioner Riley. Seconded by Commissioner Pettis. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion carries. Number 16, Brittany Van Curren, discuss or take appropriate action to A, conduct a public hearing concerning the replat of Block 1, Lot 9 in the Cool Oaks subdivision, Unit Number 1, Precinct 1. Good morning. You ready for the hearing?
Yes, sir.
Okay, with this time, it is 9:33 a.m., and we open the hearing at this time. Does anybody wish to speak on this subject? Second call. Anybody wish to speak on this subject? Last call. Okay, we close the public hearing at this time. Item B, discuss and take appropriate action concerning approval or denial of the replat Block 1, Lot 9 of the Cool Oaks subdivision, Unit 1, Precinct 1. Ms. Van Curren.
Yes, sir, this is, they're taking an existing lot and splitting it into two, so it's fairly simple as far as that's concerned.
Move for approval.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie. Seconded by Commissioner Bowen. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Number 17, Brittany Van Curren, discuss or take appropriate action for approval of the Farm to Familia RV and Tiny Home Resort. Good morning.
Good morning. This one is a new RV resort that is going to be going in at the Farm to Familia property at Meadows and Highway 16. This is actually the first that we've seen come through Commissioners Court since we've changed the procedures for RV parks. So I'm a little excited about this. We got all our ducks in a row and everything's lined out, but they've met all of our requirements.
Motion made by Commissioner Pettis,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Riley. Is there any further discussion? Okay, this qualifies under the same stuff. We don't have to change anything in our subdivision rules to fit all this stuff, does it?
No, sir, it's already been done.
I just wanted the public to realize
Yes.
that. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion carries. Number 18, Brittany Van Kuren, discuss and take appropriate action concerning personnel, new employee, Vianney Hill. This is a substitute name from the agenda. Position administrative assistant, pay rate tier 3, $17.31 hourly, $36,000 per year. Salary budget area 012-472-407. Physical drug tester pending. Start date will be today. Ms. Van
Yes, sir.
Kuren?
Good morning. My original applicant was unavailable, or personal reasons precluded her from being able to accept the position. So I was able to hire a second individual. Vianney comes with a lot of great experience, and I'm really excited to welcome her to the team. Her physical and drug tests have come back completed now, so we're good to go.
So moved.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie.
Second.
Seconded by Commissioner Bowen. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion carries. Next item, number 19, Brittany Van Kuren, discuss or take appropriate action concerning approval of the County Road 429 subdivision on County Road 429 in Precinct 3. Ms. Van Kuren.
Yes, sir. This is a new subdivision on 429, which is dividing between precincts 3 and 4, which caused some discussion last week between the two commissioners. It's a 5-lot subdivision, but the driveway permits have been completed, and the commissioners are both bless the proceedings.
Okay, motion made by Commissioner Pettis.
What?
Seconded by Commissioner Riley. Is there any further discussion?
Well,
Yeah, explain this.
County Road 429, I maintain. But to the west, on the fence line inside is precinct 3.
Okay, so it's a
You gotta
dividing
come
road.
on and off of my road that I maintain to enter this property.
Right,
So that's why it's between the both of us here.
okay. It's a dividing road, I got it. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion carries. Number 20, Brittany Van Kuren, discuss and take appropriate action concerning approval of the Guian Estates subdivision located on Hickory Lane, Precinct 1. Ms. Van Kuren?
Yes, sir. This one is on Hickory Lane, which is a private road, so we don't have any driveway permits on this one. It's a simple three-lot divide from a larger tract.
So moved.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Bowen. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion carries. Number 21, Brittany Van Kuren, discuss and take appropriate action concerning the approval of Otis King addition on Dairy Road in Precinct 1.
Yes, sir. This
Okay.
one, Mr. King is taking 2 acres out of his property, and he's getting it ready for sale. The driveway permit has already been approved by Commissioner Gillespie, and it has met all of the requirements of my office.
Move for approval.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Pettis. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries.
We'll have a lot for y'all to sign after court.
Number 22, Commissioner Gillespie, discuss or take appropriate action concerning McCoy Water requesting a road board permit on 3460 Verdi Road, Pleasanton, Texas, for Anita Casares.
Thank you, Your Honor. I've been to location, and I move for approval.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Bowen. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion carries. Number 23, Commissioner Gillespie and Tracy Brewer discuss take appropriate action concerning the trade-in of the following items: Road and Bridge Precinct 1 to Telus Equipment Solutions. 2018 Case International Farmall 100C, serial number ELRFC 100 TJLF 50247 for a trade-in value of $20,000. A 2018 Case International Harvester Farmall 100C, serial number ELRFC 100 DJLF 50143 for a trade-in value of $19,000 for a grand total trade-in allowance of $39,000. This trade-in will go against the purchase of the following items: Telus Equipment Solutions, John Deere 6120E cab tractor, VIN number 1P06120EKP6260107, price $96,115.25. John Deere 6120E cab tractor, VIN number 1P06120EKP6260138, price $96,260.01. John Deere H310 standard loader, VIN number 1POH310XLPDO 25028, price $9,031.33, for a grand total amount of $201,406.59. Total cost after trade-in allowance of $162,406.59. This purchase will be on the Texas Buy Board Contract 706-23, and the finance will be through John Deere Financial with a contract to be brought back at a later meeting. Commissioner.
I'm gonna owe you a hot dog after that one.
Jeez. Ribeye.
Thank you for reading this. So what this is I've got two, as he has read, the Case International Tractors Farmall, and I've just been having a hard time with the DEF fluid and the new system and stuff, and it's been just years and years of fighting them since we've got it. I'm done with them, so we're moving over to John Deere, and the money is going to be coming out of my budget in its extension of up to 3 to 4 years. I'm not real sure which one Ms. Barrera is actually focusing on, but I do have, the money will be coming out of my road and bridge fund.
You're gonna buy it on
On the buy board?
It's off the buy board contract with the 4-year financing.
Okay.
I'll move for approval.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Bowen. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion carries. Number 24, Commissioner Eliseo Pettis, discuss or take appropriate action concerning McCoy Water Supply requesting a road board permit at 1750 County Road 327, Jordan, Texas, for Cassidy Key. Commissioner?
Yes, sir, thank you. I've gone out there to the location, I approve of it, and I request that it be approved.
Motion made by Commissioner Pettis,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Riley. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion carries. Number 25, Commissioner Eliseo Pettis, discuss or take appropriate action concerning road bore and gas pipeline for BB South Texas LLC Company. The road bore and gas pipeline be located at County Road 314 North, approximately 3.5 miles west of FM 1549. The road bore will be 43.3 feet in length, and the gas line will be 2 steel lines that are each 3 inches in diameter. Both gas lines will be enclosed in a 12-inch metal steel casing at a depth of 5 feet as they cross County Road 314 North through the road bore. Check number 2506 from Todd Davis and Associates was made out to Atascosa County for an amount of $1,000 for the permit, was turned into the Treasurer's Office. Commissioner?
Thank you, Judge. Same here, I've gone to the location, I've looked at it, and I'm in agreement with it. The check was sent to your office and turned over to the treasurer.
Correct.
Thank you.
Motion made by Commissioner Pettis,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Gillespie. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion carries. Number 26, Commissioner Riley, discuss or take appropriate action concerning McCoy Water requesting a road bore permit at 2246 County Road 430, Pleasant, for Gilberto Gonzalez. Commissioner?
Yes, I've gone to that location as well, and I move for approval.
Motion made by Commissioner Riley,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Pettis. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion carries. Number 27, Commissioner Riley, discuss or take appropriate action concerning the approval of a lay-flat water line permit for Straight Line Well Services LLC on County Road 407 for 2,977.87 feet to exit County Road right-of-way. A check in the amount of $500 has been turned over to Atascosa County Treasurer's Office. Commissioner?
Yes, sir. I've also gone to this location, which I have many times. As many lines have gone in, and I move for approval of this.
Motion made by Commissioner Riley,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Bowen. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion carries. Number 28, Commissioner Riley, discuss and take appropriate action. The approval of a permit 10-inch lay-flat line on County Road 401 and 407 for Select Water Solutions LLC. A check in the amount of $500 has been turned over to Atascosa County Treasurer's Office. Commissioner?
Yes, sir. I've always put eyes on this as well, and I move for approval.
Motion made by Commissioner Riley,
Second.
Seconded by Commissioner Pettis. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion carries. Number 29, Trent Rao, discuss and take appropriate action concerning the approval of resolution authorizing the county judge to close the sale of certain real property on Applewhite Road, Poteet, Texas. Good morning, Mr. Rao.
Morning. This is a piece of landlocked property that y'all have already actually approved the sale of. The title company is just wanting a separate resolution for the close of the sale. This is less than 4 acres. If you recall us talking about it, it was landlocked. It's over on Applewhite Road in Poteet. The property owners that own the property adjacent to it are the ones that are buying it. Again, y'all have already approved the sale, but this is just another resolution and authorizing the judge to sign the deed and any other closing documents necessary.
So moved.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie, seconded by Commissioner Bowen. Is there any further discussion? This should conclude that transaction,
This
right?
should conclude that transaction.
Any other discussion? All those in favor? Motion carries. Thank you, Mr. Rao. Number 30, myself, and Tracy Pereira, discuss take appropriate action concerning the trade-in to Always Auto Group LTD, Atascosa Dodge for the following item: 2015 Dodge Ram 1500, VIN number 1C6RR7XT2F S670966 for the trade-in value of $9,000. This trade-in will go against the purchase of Always Auto Group LTD, Atascosa Dodge for the following item: 2024 Ram 1500, VIN number 1C6RRFGG7RN155140, selling price $49,621. Total cost of trade-in allowance, rebates, fees, etc. is $37,469.13. This vehicle will be assigned to sanitary position and will be charged against ARPA budget, line item 012-487-644, equipment. What it is we've had an old pickup from the sheriff's office that we had the septic tank inspector driving, and it finally just fell apart on us, and it was cheaper to get rid of it, and glad we got as much as we did for it, and replacing it with a new one since we had the ARPA funds.
So moved.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie, seconded by Commissioner Riley. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion carries. Number 31, myself, discuss and take appropriate action to accept terms listed San Antonio Food Bank Distribution Program Agreement and authorize the county judge to sign. This is the annual food bank distribution program.
So moved.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Bowen. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion carries. Number 32, myself again, update and take appropriate action concerning judge, commissioners, and other county elected officials, training course certifications, record any Irish certificates in the Commissioners Court minutes, and other documents not related to the education needing to be filled in the court records. Commissioner Mark Bowen successfully completed 16 hours of education training at the 66th Annual V.G. Young School for County Commissioners in Bryan, Texas on February 20th through the 22nd. Commissioner Kennard Riley successfully completed 16 hours of educational training during the 66th Annual V.G. Young School of County Commissioners Court in Bryan, Texas on February 20th to 22nd, 2024. Commissioner Kennard Riley successfully completed 4 hours of county budgeting administrative training at the V.G. Young School of County Commissioners, Bryan, Texas on February 20th, 2024. And myself successfully completed 16 hours of judicial training at the Spring Judicial Conference in Lubbock, Texas on March the 27th through the 29th of 2024.
Move for approval.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Pettis. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion carries. Okay, at this time, we will have an executive session. I hope it's not more than 30 minutes. It should be less, but we're going to need to recess to executive session at 9:49 a.m., and we'll be back as soon as we can. We'll try to get everybody out here so y'all can see the world come to an end after lunch.